not clear in my presentation, and if there are any points in my thesis, please help me to do it, because it will have my thesis to be compared.
So thank you so much for your very interesting presentation and for very good comment. Now you will listen to the comments and questions of the examiners. First of all, I would like to invite Dr. Lee Kwang Hwa as the first reader to make questions and comments, please.
I have a few questions for you. Here comes the first one. How do you define and clarify non-native English materials in your study? And question number 2. On page 55, you wrote, although they supported the use of non-native English materials, all A teachers share the same opinion on the amount of use of non-native English materials. They emphasize that non-native English materials cannot replace the traditional role of instructional materials written by native speakers of English. So can you explain and give a comments on this point?
Thank you for your question. I want to answer the second question first. On page 55, actually this point, sorry for not giving enough and clear explanation on this point. That's called conclusion. And here I want to emphasize that the student viewpoints about the amount used of non-native English material. They say that we should use carefully and with little amount of non-native English material, not to overuse it. Because we are focusing in teaching standard English, okay? And using non-native English material to help them to acquire and develop knowledge and wider knowledge about other Englishes, not focus on the teaching.
Is that what you think or is that what they said?
That I think.
Okay, I'm a little bit worried about what you presented in your report, based on the questionnaire and in the interview, 74% of the teachers and the students yes, all right? And they gave you the documents for analysis after the interview. But surprisingly, in the 5 classes that you observed, including 2 for speaking, 1 reading, 1 listening, and 1 writing, you couldn't realize any use of native English materials as you stated here. So what makes me worried is what the participants said and what they really do in reality. 74% in comparison with no use of the materials. That is what makes me worried the most. Okay? All right. So how about the first question?
For the first question, how do I define and classify the non-native materials in my thesis? To start with, I have looked over some related study on the field of incorporating non-native Englishes or words Englishes in teaching and learning English. And then I see how they discuss the components related to the material. Because when we define any materials, we often define what the author, the purpose, the aim, for example, and the user, for example. And I try to look over this study and have found something similar in my thesis. For example, if you look back on page 18, you can see that mention about the form of non-native materials. Matsuda 2013 also stressed that we should use pre-package that includes CD and textbook related to words Englishes and supplemental material like movie from reliable links. So in order to help students to be aware of different Englishes, so that is that the way how I come up with the definition and classify the non-native English materials.
Yeah, okay. The understanding of the non-native English materials is good. What I really want you to do is to put a definition of terms, okay? The key term in your research paper. what is meant by non-native English materials in this thesis. Okay? Right? May I read the comments?
Yes, please.
Well, the thesis conducted by NTHIP is an interesting research topic that examines a matter of current controversy, teaching English with non-native English materials. Here are the strengths and weaknesses of the study by chapter. In chapter 1, consists of 5 pages, in which on the rationale, aims, significance, scope, and structure of the study I want to present. The research questions are clearly stated and unanswered throughout the study. However, the objectives of the study are not explicitly stated, and they should be added to the ends in each chapter. First, the research questions should be separated from the ends. Here you combine the research questions to the ends of the study. I think they should be separated into 2 subheadings, ends and then research questions. Alright? Chapter 2 has a length of 24 pages, in which we also discuss the issues related to materials, current trends and perspectives in learning and teaching materials, with Englishes and teaching materials, non-native English materials, and teachers and student perceptions of the use of non-native English materials in class, challenges teachers may face when using non-native English materials, concern factors when using non-native English materials, and related studies. The best point in this part is that the author has considered